Hello, dear listener. Today I want to talk about something many of us struggle with, the art of saying no. Not just saying no to simple requests, but saying no to expectations that slowly take away our peace, our energy, and sometimes even our identity. Many of us were raised to believe that a good person is always available. A good daughter helps first. A good friend shows up every time. A good partner sacrifices without complaint. A good worker never refuses extra responsibility. So we grow up learning to say yes automatically, without pausing to ask ourselves how we actually feel. And over time, that yes becomes heavy. Let's start with social expectations. Think about how often invitations come. Weddings, celebrations, gatherings, contributions. One weekend there's a harusi, the next weekend another event, then birthdays, then fundraisers. Community is beautiful and supporting each other is meaningful, but sometimes it reaches a point where you feel pressure instead of joy. You look at your schedule and realize you have deadlines, responsibilities, or simply a need to rest, but you still feel guilty saying no. Maybe you worry people will say you are not supportive or that you have changed. So you go anyway. You contribute even when your budget is tight. You smile even when you feel exhausted. And later you feel drained. Not because the event was bad, but because your yes did not come from genuine willingness. It came from pressure. Now, think about family expectations. Sometimes you become the person everyone depends on, the one who steps forward first, the one who solves problems, the one who sacrifices without being asked twice. At first, this feels like love and responsibility, but slowly it becomes your identity. People begin to expect your help before asking. They assume you will always carry more, and when you try to step back, you feel guilt even if you are overwhelmed. But here is something important. People treat you according to how you present yourself. If you never show limits, others may never learn that limits exist. Saying no to family does not mean you love them less. It means you are protecting your ability to continue loving without resentment or burnout. Then there are toxic relationships. Not every toxic relationship is loud or dramatic. Sometimes it is subtle. A friend who only calls when they need something, a partner who ignores your boundaries, or someone who makes you feel guilty whenever you prioritize yourself. You keep giving because you want peace, but peace without boundaries becomes emotional exhaustion. Saying no in these situations is not cruelty, it is self-respect. And let's talk honestly about motherhood and partnership. Society praises the strong woman, the mother who does everything, the wife who never complains, the one people call wife material. But sometimes that praise becomes pressure. It pushes you to carry too much alone. There is no award for exhaustion. There is no prize for silent suffering. You are not just a role. You are a human being who needs rest, help, and emotional space. Even praise can become heavy when it forces you to keep overgiving. And at work, many of us feel pressure to accept every task to prove our value. You say yes to extra work, extra responsibilities, extra emotional labor until your energy disappears. But overworking does not make you more worthy, it simply makes you more tired. Learning to say no protects your mental health, your creativity, and your future. Because when you never say no, you slowly disconnect from yourself. You forget what you actually want, what you actually need, and what actually makes you feel alive. No creates space, space to rest, space to think, space to grow. Yes, saying no may feel uncomfortable at first. People may question you, some may resist the new boundaries, but boundaries are not rejection, they're clarity. So the next time you feel pressure to say yes, immediately pause, take one breath, ask yourself, am I saying yes from love or from fear? And if it is fear, allow yourself to choose differently, because no is not cruelty. No is protection, no is self-respect, and sometimes no is the beginning of a healthier and more peaceful life. Thank you for listening.